Hey guys, welcome back to the Pair channel. So in today's video, we are covering the topic, what is the best country to hire a VA from? Obviously, there's a ton of really talented people all across the world, but in my opinion, there are 5 top countries that are really popular for VAs. So we'll cover each of these countries, what the pros and the cons are, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you want to hire your VA from. Now, if you are looking for the best talented VAs possible, and you want us to do all the work for you, I do recommend checking out our website, pair.so. You guys can learn more about our services and see how we can help you guys find the best VA possible. But yeah, other than that, let's get started. So the first country we're talking about is Indonesia. And Indonesia, if you guys didn't know, is actually a gigantic country. They have a population of nearly 280 million people, so it's absolutely huge. And at Paired, we think that Indonesia is one of the best countries to find talented overseas talent. It's actually where we specialize, and we actually have a local in-person recruiting team that absolutely crushes it. But yeah, in Indonesia, you should be able to find a very good VA for, I'd say, between $500 to $800 per month full time. That equates to about $6,000 to $10,000 per year annual salary. I will say that there are fewer people that speak English in Indonesia than, let's say, Philippines, but it still is a relatively westernized country. And if you know how to recruit the top talent, those people are amazing. And I personally have had the best experience hiring for my other businesses in Indonesia. In fact, I'd say about 70–80% of my team is currently Indonesian. And that's why I think they are one of the best places for anyone to hire overseas talent from. They're really loyal, they're really dedicated, and the people that know English well, they are really good. So Indonesia tops the list. That's of course why we decided to specialize in Indonesian talent over at Paired. So the next country we're talking about is the Philippines. And of course, if you're thinking about hiring overseas, you know for sure that Philippines is one of the most popular countries to hire from. In the Philippines, Tagalog is the main official language, but English is also one of the official languages too. And so there are actually a lot of really good English speakers over there. I will say that since Philippines is really popular, the incomes and wages over there have sort of gone up a lot. It's definitely more expensive to hire there than Indonesia. So if you are looking for the most cost-effective strategy, I'd say that Indonesia is better. However, I do have people on my team that are from the Philippines. They are great. People in the Philippines, they're also loyal, they're dedicated, they're quite westernized as well, which can be a huge plus. And yeah, the talent pool is massive here since it is very, very popular for people to actually be VAs in the Philippines. With that, I will say you do need to keep in mind that a lot of these people, they just do it because they know that there's money in it. And so yeah, that is something you guys should keep in mind. Overall, a very solid place to find VAs from. The third country we're talking about is Argentina. And this is actually a country that we also specialize in at Paired. Argentina, in my opinion, is hugely underrated, just like Indonesia. There are not that many people hiring from Argentina right now. And so I really do think it is a gold mine of really capable workers. Argentina's talent pool is highly educated. They're really good for tech and creative fields. I'd say that the best advantage of hiring in Argentina is the time zone. So while Indonesia and Philippines, it's halfway across the world, there is a pretty drastic time difference. Argentina is the same as New York time, right? So it's just Eastern time, and that is a huge selling point. If you guys are looking for someone to work alongside you during pretty much the same hours, Argentina can be a fabulous choice. Not to say that Indonesia or Philippines are bad, because you can make it work. It's actually pretty cool because you can do your work during the day, give them tasks, and they handle those tasks while you're asleep. But yeah, if you need actual collaboration all the time during working hours, then Argentina is fabulous for that. The wages in Argentina are very comparable to that of Indonesia. It might be a little bit more expensive, but Argentina is definitely a little bit more Western, which I do like. And a lot of people now, they are looking for work overseas because they can get paid in US dollars. If you guys haven't heard, the Argentinian peso, it's not doing well at all. So there is a huge push to work for overseas companies. I've also had a lot of good luck with Argentinian talent. Some people on my team are from Argentina. They absolutely crush it. So yeah, this can definitely be a great place to hire a VA from. Next is going to be Mexico. And Mexico is pretty close to Argentina. It's also a very great time zone, especially if you want to work alongside your talent. People from Mexico are very educated. They're really good for tech jobs. And yeah, working as a VA is getting more and more popular in Mexico. Their English can be quite good if you know what to look for, if you do the right assessments. It's quite similar to Argentina. These are both really great places to look for, especially if you want someone to work US hours. And that brings us to India, which is also a another popular place to hire VAs from. India is absolutely gigantic. They have a huge talent pool. And actually in India, English is pretty widespread. Their English skills are pretty good. And the cost to hire talent is pretty much in line with the other countries we talked about. Just like with Indonesia and the Philippines, there is a significant time difference. And there's also a pretty big cultural difference as well. In terms of the actual talent quality in India, just from my own personal experience, it hasn't been as good as the other countries on this list. I find that sometimes they can be less reliable. Their output can be pretty slow. So that's why I personally don't hire from India much for my company. It's just that I've had better experiences with talent from other countries. So if I have better experiences elsewhere, then why hire from here? But of course, it is still a great place. There are still a lot of really talented people in India. And I'm not saying rule out this country completely because, there are people that have had very good experiences hiring from India. Just for me though, it's not my cup of tea, and I greatly prefer the other countries on this list. So yeah, those are some of the top countries for hiring your overseas VA from. Just know that wherever you hire from, there's a lot of training and onboarding needed. I think a lot of people, they expect to hire someone and that person is perfect just from the start. That never is the case. Every good talent is going to require some time to get used to your business, your systems, and the better systems and SOPs you have, guys, it's going to make the whole process a lot better. Overall, I think every business owner should have a VA or executive assistant. It's going to help you save so much time that you guys can spend actually building your business and growing it. So if you're on the fence, I just say hiring overseas has changed my life and I recommend it for everyone watching this video. Anyways, that's it for this video. Again, if you guys do want some help finding the best overseas talent, make sure to check out our company. We have a really great track record for finding great talent for US companies, and we can do that for you as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content just like this. This whole channel's purpose is to help you guys build your overseas team correctly. All right, thank you for your time and I'll see you in the next video.